Hey guys, I wanted to start this video off with an herb run, specifically to highlight a new item that I want to show you guys. Well, it's not a new item, it's an old item, but something that I haven't shown in a video yet. It's called a Juju farming potion, and basically what it does is after you drink it, you have 6 minutes of potential double herbs, which is really powerful with toad flax, because each dose costs about 12,000 gold, and each toad flax sells for about 6,000. So as long as you get at least 2 extra toad flax, you're going to be making a profit off of using this potion. So I will show you the herb run once I am finished, and hopefully I will get at least 2 extra herbs from all of it. So this was actually a really lucky run. I got 9 extra herbs and 49 herbs total, so I just sold all that for 284k. Which just goes to show how big the profit can be for herb runs. Because if you think about it, the Juju farming potion is 12,500 gold. The 4 seeds at about 4,000 each are 16,000. And then the 4 super composts are about 2,500. So all told, you're spending about 30k, and I just sold all of that for 284k. So I just made 250,000 gold off of a single herb run, which is absolutely insane. After that herb run, I continued on the quest grind to get up to the Smoking Kills quest, and the reason that I want Smoking Kills done is because every Slayer task you complete after the first 5 tasks, you get these things called Slayer reward points, or Slayer points for short. And before completing Smoking Quills, you get about half of the points that you can potentially get. So for instance, the Slayer Master I'm going to be using later, Kael'dir, she normally gives you 10 points per task, but without Smoking Kills complete, she only gives you 5 per task. So it's a much better rate of gaining points, and Slayer points are used to buy a various number of items and abilities, which I will get into as I unlock them. Now that I have Smoking Kills done and I'm finally ready to start the Slayer grind, there's one last thing that I want to talk about, and that is these 3 items right here. The Black Mask, the Hex Crest, and the Focus Sight are special armor items that you get through killing various Slayer creatures, but you can also just buy them on the Grand Exchange. And basically what they do is that they give you bonus damage and accuracy on task. So if you've got a Slayer task, for me right now it's Grot Worms, which I'm going to do in a bit. You can wear one of these head pieces, and it'll give you bonuses. Black Mask is for melee, Hex Crest is for magic, and Focus Sight is for ranged. Black Mask is the most expensive at about 500,000 gold right now, but the Hex Crest and the Focus Sight are both really cheap. They're like 20k and 80k for the Focus Sight and Hex Crest respectively. So really not that big of an investment for a massive payout, and you will eventually be able to combine them into the Slayer Helm, but that requires a lot of Slayer points. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the Slayer grind, and I will go ahead and update you with any big important milestones that we hit. First thing that I should probably show is the Slayer Master I've been talking about, Kael'dir. She's the master in Xanaris. I know a lot of you probably called her Chael'dir or Chaeldar, but I looked up the official pronunciation and it is Kael'dir, so sorry about that. After a couple tasks, I got a Cave Crawlers task, and there is a mini quest in Palnivneach, in the same dungeon that you go to during the Smoking Kills quest, where there are basically stronger versions of various Slayer monsters, the first of which is Cave Crawlers, but there's also Basilisks, Turoths, and Karasks. And if you beat the stronger version, then you unlock like a little mini dungeon full of those various creatures, and you also get like an extra boost of Slayer experience and combat experience. So it's a nice little thing to complete. It's not super necessary or impactful, but it's some extra experience, which early game can be very impactful. I'll just be completing them as I get the different Slayer monsters assigned to me. I can't wear the Black Mask in here because I need at least a face mask, but more preferably an earmuffs and face mask combination. So I won't be able to use the black mask specifically for this task to get better melee stats. But, you know, it's a relatively small downside to a good chunk of experience. But I will be completing the rest of these tasks in the Fremennik Slayer dungeon. After grinding Slayer for a little bit, I was kind of lost for what to do, so I just kind of started training random skills. I got fire making up to level 50, and I got crafting and smithing also up to level 50, but I should probably mention that there are these things called portable skilling stations. There's a few different types of them, and I'll include a link in the description to all the different types of stations to see what might be useful to you. But something I should mention is that there is a friends chat called Portable's Friend Chat, and you just, in the friends chat tab, type in the word portables with a capital P. I don't know if it's case sensitive, but they will tell you where there are different types of skilling stations active as long as they are part of the friends chat. So it's a really useful way to save resources and get bonus experience. So I would recommend that if you are training a skill where you can be using a portable, you should use a portable. I also completed a couple quests just to catapult myself through some lower levels. Dig site specifically gets you up to like 30 mining from level 1, I'm pretty sure. It might only get you to 29. But I did that to breeze through early mining levels. Then I did the Knight's Sword to get some extra smithing experience. I would have done it at level 1 smithing, but apparently they changed it so that you need level 28 smithing in order to get the experience reward. But after I completed the Knight's Sword, I just finished up smithing in Varrock with steel plate bodies. Also, after doing some skilling for a little bit, I decided that I really needed a free teleport. So I completed the easy wilderness tasks to get the wilderness sword, which gives you free unlimited teleports to Edgeville, which is very useful, and also 2 10,000 experience lamps, which I dumped into agility, which is now level 39 without me ever having to train it. It's great. Also, the wilderness sword teleports you to the wilderness herb patch, which I will be using in future herb runs. Also, I decided to unlock the remainder of the potential of the Wicked Hood, which gets you a fair amount of runecrafting experience, so you should do it right after you gain access to the runecrafting guild, but it now has more perks that I will show off in the next video, most likely. So I think that'll about do it for this episode. I figure I should probably show off my total experience because it's been a while. Also, I hit 1,000 total level. I'm just over 2 million experience since the last episode that I showed it. I think I only showed it in the second episode. I forgot to in the third. But I'm now at over 2 million experience total, which is pretty great. It's probably mostly from the skills that I've recently gotten up to level 50. And also Slayer is a really good way to get a lot of experience really quickly because you get combat as well as the actual Slayer experience. Anyways, I mentioned earlier that I was kind of lost for stuff to do after grinding Slayer for a little bit, so I do want to hammer down some specific goals that I'm going to be working towards within the next few videos, and I'll let you know what those are in the next episode. I'm probably gonna focus most of my goals on questing, because there are a lot of quests in the game. I've still got 192 left to do, and a lot of them give really great rewards, so I think focusing on getting quests done and being able to get the quest rewards for them, I think that's going to be the logical next step. Plus it'll get me a lot of experience along the way, which why bother training skills when you could just do quests, you know? Anyways, I'll let you know what my goals are starting in the next episode, but for now, I will go ahead and say thank you very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.